Welcome back to the Rateslib channel. This video is going to continue straight on from 1.1, which created a curve and which created an interest rate swap in Excel and then valued it and obtained the MPV and some cash flows. In this video, we'll use similar functions to create an FXRates object and use that FXRates object to convert the MPV into an MPV expressed in different currencies. So to get started, we need to replicate this Python code in Excel, which means we need to create the FXRates pairs dict. So we can begin by typing Euro US dollar 1.05, GBP US dollar and 1.25. In the last video, we actually created a Python dict in a cell. Here, we will nest it within a function. So we'll use the RL class function called on the FXRates class. We'll specify the keywords to this class as being FXRates, and we'll call RLDict directly as a nested object in this function. Do I recommend nested functions in general? No, not really, because it's harder to debug, but it can also create cleaner spreadsheets overall for simpler constructs. So here we've got an FXRates object directly now loaded into cell E6. We will get onto the FXRates table in just a second, but now I want to replicate the MPV method code where we have created a dollar MPV and also a euro MPV. And you can see that in these functions we require a curves, an FX and base keywords, which all have values linked to the objects that we've already created in the cells. So if we use the RLMeth function, calling the MPV method on the IRS object that we created in the last video, we can then specify the keywords as being curves, FX and base, and those can be absolute references, and we can link that to the relative values in those cells, and we return the same dollar MPV as before. And now we can just drag these over, change the base to another currency, and that will immediately update to euros. We can also do that for sterling. Now, if you notice, actually, in the real Python code, we actually return a joule type variable which contains derivative information. Pixel in Excel actually directly converts the results from these formulas into floats. But if you want to return the actual joule object, you can use the RLMeth object function, and that will return an object directly to the cell. So to finish, we'll just go back to the rates array or the rates table that we saw earlier. To do that, we're going to use the RL2array function, and we're going to nest within that an RLMeth function, which is going to call the rates table method on the FXRates object that we have created. It doesn't require any keyword arguments or values, and that will paste directly into the Excel cells. And that concludes this video. Thank you again for watching.